As a youngster growing up, my friends and I, we used to have these epic games of Jailbreak in the summer nights. And if you're not familiar with Jailbreak, it's essentially a game where, as kids, you just run around and you put each other in jail. That's essentially all the game is. But we would have these epic games in our neighborhood where there were like 30 or 40 kids, and we would play throughout the entire neighborhood. We would designate 2 yards on opposite ends of the neighborhood as jails. And because we were playing throughout the entire neighborhood, the strategy of the game wasn't so much as to go and rescue your teammates from jail, because it was just too much of a risk. If you got put in jail, you were stuck in jail. There was no hope for you. You weren't getting out until either the game ended or, as parents oftentimes do on summer nights, they have to yell to get their kids home after dark. And so me being a slow kid, and still am a slow adult, I would oftentimes get stuck in jail for 20, 30, 40 minutes. Hopefully a new game would start, but almost always I'd be stuck there, bored, watching and hearing all the screams throughout the neighborhood as my friends were having fun, and here am I, stuck in jail, and I can't do anything about it. And about half the time, I would hear that voice of my mother or father shoot out in the dark from our house. "Dustin, get your rear end home. It's time to come home." And then I was free. That was the trump card. That voice. I didn't have to wait for anyone to come get me. The voice that shot out from the darkness and said, "Get out of jail and get home." Much like the angel in today's gospel. From a darkened tomb, the voice shoots out. "You seek Jesus, the crucified, but he is not here. He has been raised." And what that voice, in other words, is telling us is, come home to us. You are free. We no longer live as slaves imprisoned to sin and death, eternal death. And what that means is nothing more than, prior to Jesus Christ, guys, there was no hope. We were stuck in jail. No matter how hard we tried, no matter how good we were, no matter how much evil we avoided in our lives, we were at the end of the day imperfect, fallen. And at the end of every day, humanity could look back on its day and see that it had fallen into sin. And so sin reigned, and the consequences of sin reigned, thus enslaving us to sin and to eternal death. But today we remember the day that the voice, like a concerned and loving parent, the voice of God through his angel shoots out from a darkened tomb. He is not here. Jesus Christ has been raised, and his resurrection is our freedom. His resurrection gives us the glory and the get out of jail free card of being able to walk out of jail, no longer sitting in our sins, but resting confidently in the glory of these Easter days, in his mercy, and that our sins have been forgiven.